This is the one that I think Kite sent this to me. He said he wanted to do a vlog like this style, and I had no idea what he was talking about. So I guess this is someone, a Japanese vlogger that he's into. Samurai's daily life. I will say, just my experience living in Japan as a kid, very different than Japan as it is now. There are some similarities, but there are a lot of differences too. Just from the week that I was there last time, I guess it depends on where this guy's at. But coming from Texas, where I live in isolation, and again, you know, talking about car-centric culture, it takes me like an hour to get anywhere. I'm spending so much time in my car. And especially in the summer, hot-ass days like today, the second you step out of your car, the only thing you want to do is get inside of a building. You don't want to be out under the sun for too long. I was thinking about it from the context of like, could I do a vlog? Would a daily vlog be interesting from my standpoint? And I don't think so, because so much of it is just spent indoors. Right now, at least, is just spent indoors. I don't do pretty much anything outside right now. And most people in Austin don't, unless they're in a pool, if they go to the pool somewhere, which I haven't in a while. Just the minimal amount of days that I was in Tokyo and Kyoto, I could have cut content out of fucking anything in that place. So let's see what this guy has to say. My name is Okashan, I'm a Japanese person who loves manga.
11月になってより一層寒くなりました。体調管理には気をつけていきます。今日も充実した一日を過ごしていきます。
This morning temperature is below 20 degrees. We are slowly approaching full-fledged winter. What is the temperature in the country you live in? I'm really curious about the temperature in countries around the world. Well, it's hot as hell here today. Wash your face immediately after waking up. Right. Wait, what? Cold water is the perfect way to wake up. The sleepiness was gone. I just bought some of that mayonnaise, that QP mayonnaise. I'm really thirsty after I wake up. Moisturize your dry body with water. Okay. Check on lettuce growing on the balcony. It's one of the things I look forward to every morning. Okay, so this guy is like... This guy's times are all sorts of fucking weird. According to... Obviously, this is like edited for max internet content. But... according to this guy, there is like no drowsiness to his waking up in the morning. Like, he wakes up at 8:30 and within 10 minutes, he's already done like, 20, like there's no like, it takes me a while. I sit down for a bit. I do some stretches, I kind of doze off a little bit. No, like I wake up and I'm immediately fucking on the beat. I'm doing this. Like, or maybe I'm the only one that's not a morning person and is off to like a slow start. I want to make breakfast. I want to pray. Wait, what? what wording? I want to praise myself for buying breakfast ingredients yesterday. Oh, okay, I see what he's saying. Organization, buddy. He's like me. Wait, Apple makes a fridge? Or is that just an Apple magnet? No, the fridge is aqua. That doesn't look like a magnet though. That doesn't look like... I wonder if it's like a stencil or something, or maybe just like a really thin magnet. But I was like... that threw me for a loop for a bit. I thought he had an Apple fridge. Okay, let's eat lettuce for my health. This lettuce is fresh and the sound of eggs cutting is so pleasant.
それでは開けていきます。オープン。
I was under the impression that iceberg lettuce has like no nutritional value. Am I incorrect on that? I thought iceberg lettuce had like no nutritional value.
よーし。
Is iceberg lettuce just water? That's pretty much what I've heard, is that iceberg lettuce is mostly just water. And like there are other grains that you can eat that has more nutritional value. Spinach or arugula, or what was I guess maybe romaine. I don't know about romaine though. Iceberg lettuce does have some nutritional value. While it is not as nutrient dense as other leafy greens like spinach or kale, it still provides, okay, it provides some, but out of all the leafy greens, I think it's like the least. It also contains small amounts of vitamin C, calcium, and magnesium. However, it is important to note that iceberg lettuce is mostly water, over 95%. Therefore, its nutritional content is relatively low per calorie. Yeah, iceberg lettuce is like nothing. Fuck, I should have gotten spinach today. I want spinach so much. I love spinach. I just had some spinach. I had spinach tonight for dinner. Spinach is great. And it's a really... like, sometimes I have it with, if I make my breakfast like this, what I do is I take, if I have spinach, I try to get spinach for my breakfast, and I just dump a bunch into a skillet until it all wilts down. And then you eat that with my, sometimes I'll cook it into my scrambled eggs. Sometimes I just keep it on the side, put a little pico de gallo on it, because I am in Texas, so... if none of you out there know what pico de gallo is, I'll let you in on that little secret. But I put a little bit of pico on my spinach, a little bit, and just eat that with eggs, and usually either some bacon or ham, like this guy did. Oh, what's up, little baby?
今日の朝食完成しました。今日も健康的な朝食です。いただきます。
Not gonna lie, that kind of looks gross.
まずは綺麗な黄身を。
Like, I'm not liking this look right here. I'm not liking this look right here. This is a little too... And this seems flavorless. This seems entirely flavor. Why even put the lettuce on there?
割っていきます。おお、すっげえ。うまっ。白身がすっごくプルプルで黄身もまろやかです。塩コショウの味付けも完璧です。
Damn, he just put the whole fucking ham slab in there. Oh wait, what's he putting on there? I missed out on that.
今日はごまドレッシング
Sesame dressing.
をかけて食べます。
Okay, so he turns it into like a really sparse salad.
シャキシャキ。
He's faking enjoying that? I don't think so. That is definitely inferior to like a traditional Japanese breakfast, though, I'll tell you that much. A traditional Japanese breakfast is a pretty... It's an ordeal, I guess. It would be an ordeal to put together. That's definitely something you do for speed's sake. Wait, what? Hold on a second. How long did it take him to eat that? There was like virtually nothing on that fucking thing. Okay, he says itadakimasu at 8:48. He starts eating at 8:48. So takes him 10 minutes there. 20 minutes. So it takes him over 20 minutes to eat that? Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm in the wrong here, because like I have been told that I eat super quickly. Maybe this is just the speed at which you're supposed to enjoy a very sparse meal. But I feel like I would have been done with that in like 5 minutes. Today is Monday, so it's the release date for Weekly Shonen Jump. I come to the convenience store every Monday. You see, the thing is, I always went to Family Mart. And when you walk into Family Mart, it always plays that jingle for you. And I love that jingle. I miss the Family Mart jingle. I hear it in my dreams. I yelled. There are two Japanese style convenience stores here in Austin. One called Asahi, and the other one I forget the name of. It's downtown. I haven't been to that one yet, but I have been to Asahi. I yelled at them on TikTok. It was facetious yelling, but I yelled at them on TikTok for not playing the Family Mart jingle whenever somebody enters their store, and they were like, they responded to me facetiously again that they couldn't afford it. And I was like, I gotta find a way to get them the Family Mart jingle audio. They have a door sensor similar to mine that plays a chime when you open the door. I'm sure there's a way you could upload that in there so that it plays that jingle. I've got to find a way to get the Family Mart jingle in the Austin Konbini.
Jump 買ってきました。先週どの漫画もめっちゃ
Last
面
week,
白い
all
終わ
the
り
manga
方
I
して
had
たん
into
で
ending, so I
時
want
が
to
めっ
read the
ちゃ気
sequel
に
as
なり
soon
ま
as
す。
possible. I love the moment when you remove the string. Start reading comics. I'm excited to see how things will turn out this time. Didn't he say this was Monday? He said this was a Monday, right? Does he not have a job? He doesn't go to work. He's like, all right, it's a fresh Monday morning. Time to read some comics. When I was in Japan, breakfast was always just toast and Nutella and hot chocolate. No idea why. Oh, that's interesting. Well, like I said, traditional Japanese breakfast, which is like steamed rice, miso soup, some pickles, pickled vegetables like pickled radish, usually some kind of a seafood like a grilled mackerel. What else is sometimes sometimes natto. Hopefully you don't get the natto. That is generally what you get from a traditional Japanese breakfast, which I have to say, I mean, that's a lot of effort. You gotta bake the egg, you gotta roast the fish, you're making miso, you're making rice, you're poaching this egg. You're getting the pickles together. There's a lot of effort. It's not nearly as simple as just throwing a couple of slabs of ham in a skillet, the way that other guy did, but much more nutritional value for sure, and also just infinitely better tasting.
岡本デイズこの展開激アツやな。
Sakamoto Days. I need to watch that. I think I need to start watching more anime, I think. I used to watch a lot, then I stopped like basically cold turkey. And now I'm kind of like I kind of miss what the fuck is happening here? Wait, he's making more eggs than iceberg lettuce?
いただきます。
Wait, what's going on? Is this a different guy? Wait, what am I missing? Did I miss something? Okay, from 9:37 to 9:50, he's reading. Meanwhile, the photographer has... Okay, so this is... Geez, the photographer. Damn, he cooked the hell out of those eggs. Those things must taste like rubber. I guess maybe he re-moisturizes those eggs with the ketchup. Dog is also very satisfied with the delicious breakfast.
青の箱マジで面白いな。
It's a manga that I highly recommend. Ao no Hako? Manga is my purpose in life. I can't imagine life without manga. I want everyone to read as many comics as possible. I'm sure you'll be very impressed. Okay, this guy is just fucking super into it. I'm going out now at 10:35. It's cold today, so let's wear a long sleeve shirt. When you're unemployed, you learn how to make crazy shit. These guys aren't eating like unemployed people. These guys are eating like college kids that don't have enough time or money. And maybe that's what it is. I mean, even though he seems to have plenty of time, but maybe not so much money, even though his fridge was overpiling with food stacked on top of itself. This definitely has kind of like college cooking vibes. More ketchup than eggs. Kewpie isn't exactly cheap. In America, it's not. I don't know, maybe it's cheaper there. I don't know. My favorite shirt that I bought... Wait, hold on a second. This is my favorite shirt that I bought about 2 years ago. I like this dark green color. It looks like a work shirt. Like he's about to go get under a car. So today, for a change of pace, I'm going to a nearby cafe to edit some videos. I'll do my best to edit with the help of coffee. Today I will walk to the cafe instead of using the car. Walking is good for your health. Man, imagine having that option. As a park I go to, running past this park, it's a shortcut. Starbucks. Traditional Japanese coffee of Starbucks. Today is a weekday, so there aren't many customers. Calming background music is playing inside the store.
ドリップコーヒーとマロンパウンドケーキ注文してきました。
Alright, so at 11:35, he's editing videos at a Starbucks. Editing at a cafe feels fresh and really fun. Thanks to this location and coffee, I was able to finish editing faster than usual. No, this dude just eats super slow. Wait, he's buying lunch? Hold on a second. Well, I guess he just ate a cake, right? Okay, never mind. All he ate was a cake with some coffee, so, okay, fair enough. He ate it super slow, so I guess I could see why he would be hungry. Sashimi, it might be possible to eat fish for lunch. The Chinese bento looks delicious too. Japanese bento boxes are also hard to throw away. I'm really worried about all the delicious looking lunch boxes. That is a thing, like, you have to separate your trash in Japan. So you can't always just throw everything into like one universal garbage bin. When I was at my Airbnb, there were very explicit instructions on how to separate your trash and putting them into the right thing. And if you don't put in the right thing, then, you know, they will fine you for it. I had to learn real quickly where the proper bins were to make sure that I wasn't, you know, violating anything. And I guess when you're out in public, maybe it's a little different. I mean, first of all, it was hard to find a trash can anywhere in general. It seemed like I found the most luck finding trash cans next to vending machines in subways at subway stations. So as soon as I found a trash can in the public, I just threw all my shit in there, which seemed like it was okay to do, but I don't know. But separating garbage is a thing. Oh, I see. He's just aspirationally unemployed. $260 for that. Sign me up. Again, for Americans, living in Japan off the US dollar is like being a king. Like, you could get a lot for your money there. But if you're living in Japan and making Japanese wages, you're not making a lot of money, so the price scale commensurate to what your Japanese wages are is pretty... It's not as bad as it is in America, but it's pretty close to what the US dollar can get you in America. So yeah, when I went to Japan, I lived like a king. But I also don't know just exactly how weak the dollar is now after 6-7 months of the Trump administration doing everything in its power to completely destroy the value of the US dollar globally. He got no riz, he ain't getting none. I mean, I don't think anybody in Japan is getting any. That's a part of the broader societal problem of its rapidly aging population. Katsudon, I want to eat it quickly. Damn, I'm gonna have lunch at a nearby park. I get bored if I only eat at home. Eating outside feels so fresh. I feel like this guy just needs to probably...
今日はチキンカツ弁当
Today
を
I
買い
bought
まし
chicken
た。
cutlet bento. It looks really
めっちゃ美味しそうで
delicious.
す。いただきます。カツ大きいな。カツがすっごく肉厚です。醤油だれが染み込んでてめっちゃ美味しいです。
Meat and eggs are a perfect match. The photographer's pizza is margaritas, the biggest I've ever seen. I feel like he should just eat one decent-sized meal rather than 30 throughout the day. Now that depends. Like, there are nutritionists who will say, like, eating smaller meals throughout the day can help keep your metabolism. Now, I don't know if I would call the meals he was eating there small. That bento looked like it had a pretty decent amount of food in it, but he also lives in a city where he can walk a lot. He can walk off a lot of the calories he's putting down, so it's probably not the same as eating what he's eating, but then getting in a car and driving for an hour.
弁当食べてすっごくお腹いっぱいになりました。帰り道にブックオフがあるので漫画を買いに行ってきます。
He's gonna buy some more
では
manga?
向かっていきます。
What does this guy do? Wait, hold on. What did he say? I've arrived. Book off here. Used comic books are sold at extremely low prices. As a Freeter, I'm really thankful for this. What's a Freeter? Is that Japanese slang for something? In Japan, a Freeter is a person aged 18 to 34 who is unemployed, underemployed, or otherwise lacks full-time paid employment. The term excludes housewives and students. Oh, it excludes students. So he's not a student, and he is either underemployed or completely unemployed. Freeters do not start a career after high school or university, but instead earn money from low-paid jobs. The word Freeter or Frita is thought to be a portmanteau of the English words free, or perhaps freelance, and the German word... Oh, it's English and German. And the German word Arbeiter, or labor. Arubaito is a Japanese loan word from arbiter and perhaps from Arbeit, work. As German, along with English, was used in Japanese universities before World War II, especially for science and medicine, arubaito became common among students to describe part-time work for university students. The term was coined in 1987 by Michishita Horishi, editor of the part-time job magazine From A, and was used to describe a free worker who worked fewer hours, earned pay hourly instead of through a monthly paycheck, and received none of the benefits of a regular full-time worker, such as holiday pay, sick pay, bonus pay, or paid leave. The meaning of the term developed negative connotations in the 1990s after a Japanese asset price bubble broke, resulting in recession, and Freeters began to be seen as a burden on society. In the 1980s, the term had been seen in a positive light, signifying the freedom to explore other alternative options for employment within the economy of Japan, when the economy of Japan was prosperous with many different job opportunities. Yes, Japan in the 80s was ascendant and had a robust, booming economy. Polar opposite, 180 degrees in the 90s. So I guess I can understand why it would go from being seen as more bohemian in the 80s and more of a leech type of situation in the 90s. If they work at all, Freeters often work at convenience stores, supermarkets, fast food outlets, restaurants, or other low-paying jobs. According to a survey by the Japan Institute of Labor in 2000, the average Freeter works 4.9 days a week and earns 139,000 yen per month, or approximately $1,300 US per month. 2/3 of Freeters have never had a regular full-time job. Citation needed on that one. Many Japanese people worry about the future impact of Freeters on society. What the fuck? Damn, this is a whole ass thing. This is a big ass write-up. Effects on Japanese society. Freeters lack the benefit of union membership, which would give them some legal protection against firing. While they are young, Freeters commonly live with their parents and have disposable income that would otherwise go towards rent. Their spending helps the manufacturing sectors of Japanese economy. By living in the same house as their parents and often not owning cars, Freeters have a much lower impact on the natural environment than high consumption members of society owning cars. Larger numbers of workers trying to start careers in their 30s may have a significant impact on the current corporate culture of Japan. It may change hiring and employment practices, particularly since demographers predict a future labor shortage due to Japan's aging population. Many male Freeters have difficulties marrying because of their low income. They may thus have children later in life or not at all. This will further aggravate the low birth rate in Japan and compound social and economic problems related to the aging population, such as underfunding of the Japanese pension system. As of today, Freeters pay little or no money into the pension system. The Japanese government has established a number of offices called Young Support Plaza to help young people find jobs. These offices offer basic training for job hunting, teaching young people how to write a resume and how to conduct themselves during interview. The demand for their services has been fairly low so far. Yeah, no shit. We're watching this dude just live a leisurely life. He's waking up and reading manga. He's going to the Starbucks to edit a video. He ate lunch in a park. He's walking to get some more manga at this used bookstore. Like, I don't think this guy has it in his mind to go to the Young Support Plaza anytime soon. I wonder what city this guy lives in. Manga are lined up in rows. For a manga lover like me, it's like paradise. Popular Japanese manga. I'm very proud as a Japanese person. The store allows you to browse as much as you want. I end up picking up a manga I used to read. Now the dude's fucking playing Smash Bros. I've never won against the cameraman. They don't get my first victory. Man, this guy is just like... This, I feel like this vlog is what conservatives in America think people on Medicare are like. Whenever you hear them be like, we got to get rid of all these slackers who are on Medicare and get them back to work, you know, even though that's not a thing. I get a sense that maybe somebody like Stephen Miller or whoever showed them like a vlog like this from this dude and is like, I know he's speaking Japanese and it looks like he lives in Japan, but trust me, this guy's actually in, you know, Libtard, Oregon, and he's leeching off of your mom's Medicare. We gotta get him off. We gotta get him off the system. Freeter is slang for young unemployed person. So doesn't lack of functional unemployment in Japan act as So doesn't the lack of functional employment in Japan act as the same indicator as it does here of a failing economy that no longer is functioning for most workers? Absolutely. Absolutely. And they're having the same issues. I remember when I was in that cab, I was in a cab with Lauren looking for a sushi place. They were actually taking us to Kura. And the cab driver, he was jovial and he was talking to Lauren about how he was like, you guys can move to Kyoto and live like kings here because for you, everything's cheap, but for us, everything's really expensive. And, you know, he wasn't trying to like be rude, or he wasn't saying it like a disrespectful ranter, or he wasn't like ranting, but I got the vibe that he was very frustrated with the same kind of, I guess, I don't know if wealth disparity is the way to phrase it, but just the weak wages that people in Japan have to deal with, and the rising cost of imports. Because if the dollar is strong, then the import from America, or basically anywhere that trades in the US dollar, is going to be more expensive. So I got the sense that he was frustrated that I talked with other people who were also equally as frustrated with wages in Japan and how expensive the cost of living and stuff was getting there. And there's been a million write-ups and think pieces about the stagnating Japanese economy since the 90s. So, yeah, I mean, it's the same shit that we're starting to see over here. I mean, we are screwed, and we taught them the scourge of capitalism, just like we have. So why not expect Japan's economy to fail like ours? Sounds like young people can't buy houses in either country. I don't know if we taught them capitalism, but we certainly encouraged their buy-in on it. I mean, Japan was a feudal imperial system for years and years before they ever opened up trade to the West. So it's not like they were totally foreign to the concept of labor exploitation. Korea is much in the same situation too. South Korea, I think they're probably in a potentially worse situation than we're in, although we're catching up. He sounds frustrated with the lack of upward mobility. Same thing here. I don't even think he wants upward. I don't think he wants upward mobility. I think he just wants to be able to make enough money to relax and not feel so fucking pressed. Like, he's a cab driver. If he enjoys doing that, then great. He should be able to drive a cab, talk to tourists and whatnot in the jovial manner that he talked to us, and then at the end of the day, be able to easily make rent and pay bills and buy groceries and still have enough left over to put some money in a savings account and then take what's left and go watch some movies or buy some games or do whatever else. And not have to constantly feel like I could only do one or the other, and one of those options is a must-do. So that's a terrible way to have to live. Always feeling fucking pressed and never feeling financially stable. I could be defeated at any time, but I will persevere, showing the patience of Japanese people. Okay, so it's just a lot of Smash so far. I really enjoy my time playing games. It's a nice break from a busy life. Wait, what busy life is he talking about? He hasn't really done anything. Hold on a second. Let me. I'm losing track of the times here. Okay, so at 1:50, he was at the store. He gets home at 2. At about 2:10. And I guess, I don't know what happens between 2:10 and 2:30, but at least around 2:30, he starts playing Smash Brothers. From 2:30, 3:30, 4. So from 2 to 4, he plays Smash Brothers. And then at 4 is when he starts making rice. I'll cook rice for dinner. It takes a long time to make. I'm not sure why. Rice made by her father is sent to her regularly. I have nothing but gratitude for my parents. I don't know what that means. Rice made by her father is sent to her regularly. What's he talking about? Does he have like a secret girlfriend or something that we haven't seen? Didn't seem like there was a whole lot of water in that rice. It feels like a pain to make elaborate dishes. I mean, what else do you have going on, man? Make the elaborate dish. Today I'm going to try cooking using cooking ingredients. There are many delicious looking ingredients lined up. Spinach! Hey, he's rocking the spinach! After all that talk of spinach, we got some spinach representation going on here. Since the rice is not yet cooked, I bring in the laundry I was hanging out to dry. Time is valuable, so treat your free time with respect. I mean, okay. The laundry smells really good. My sweaty clothes are now clean. I mean, you're putting it right on the floor, though, but I don't know. It's been raining a lot, so it's been difficult to find the right time to do laundry. Don't miss the time to do laundry. I've been using these towels for years, so they're really hard. I want to buy new ones soon. Okay, we don't need to know why your towels are hard, buddy. I want to praise myself for folding laundry at my free time. This should make my future self happy. Well, credit to him for folding his laundry. I can't tell what that is in the box. This guy's a bit delusional. He's sending rice to his parents. It seemed to me like he was getting rice from someone's parents. This guy is boring as hell, no riz. I mean, he's an otaku. He's an otaku. He wakes up and lives for manga, spends most of his day either reading manga or buying manga, or playing Smash Brothers. Okay, so it looks like he's making breakfast. He's basically making my breakfast. He's got bacon and spinach that he's sautéing. He's reducing down, and then putting eggs with it. Oh, that's just some kind of a sauce? I mean, I would definitely eat that. I would eat the shit out of it. One, I think the pork isn't cooked the way that I would like for it to be cooked. Two, I think the eggs are probably super overcooked. So those are 2 strikes against it. But cooked in a different manner, I would get down on that. It's all stuff I like. Pork, eggs, spinach, garlic. I just don't like the way that pork looks. His entire day is free time. I'm going to eat dinner while watching Ojaru Maru. What the fuck? Wait, hold on. Ojaru Maru. I used to watch this anime every day when I was little. So he's taking a shower at basically 7 p.m. Today I won't take a nap before my part-time job. Okay, he has a part-time job. Okay, but he's got to get some more game. He's got to get some more gaming in there. Okay, this guy has a part-time job. He works late. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I was able to refresh myself for my part-time job. Fair enough. Okay, at least he has something. All right. At least he has something. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's stir-fried food with garlic, so I brush my teeth more carefully than usual. During this time, there are a few people in the streets. It's time for everyone to go to bed, lol. I wonder where he works at. I wonder where he works at. It's almost midnight, he's clocking in. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. This is just a late night working otaku, I guess. Your videos are like a lullaby. I constantly fall asleep under them in a good way. That's what Chris used to say to me too. He used to be like, "Devin, your streams are so relaxing. I always fall asleep." And I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you for that, Chris. I'm glad you enjoy my streams, but I don't know if that's the compliment that you kind of think it is." All right, Kite wants to make videos like this guy. Hopefully he has more to talk about and show than buying manga and reading manga and playing Smash Brothers for 3 hours. But I think Kite's also a manga artist himself, so maybe he'll show a lot of his writing and drawing process. If he gets that camera I linked him to.